Nothing can hinder nurturing every learner. Together we soar, make dreams score. Amidst the challenge we face, the journey of learning leads the race. Education for all, let it rise, not fall. This is DepEd Radio Escuela on air in DZXR 89.8, member KBP, Association of the School Broadcasters in the Philippines.
Good morning, everyone, especially to the attentive listeners of Grade 7 in the whole Region 2. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. This is your school on air in English 7. I am very glad to be with you as we explore and nurture our minds through radio. This is Ma'am Abigail A. Alange from Patol National High School, and I am your teacher broadcaster at this juncture. For some reminders, please be guided with the following. First, make sure that you are in a comfortable and conducive learning area, free from any disturbances. Second, the guidance and presence of your guardian or parents necessitate you to engage yourselves in all our challenging and meaningful learning interventions. Lastly, prepare yourselves physically and mentally for the lesson so you can participate actively and have a fruitful learning experience with me. Before we start our lesson, let's have first a simple review on your previous topic about identifying the genre, purpose, intended audience, and features of varied viewed text such as movie clip, trailer, news flash, internet-based program, documentary, or video. Could you still remember their differences? If your answer is yes, that's amazing. I believe they were well explained by your teacher broadcasters via television. Always remember the following. A news flash is a single item of important news that is aired separately and often interrupts other programs. While a weather report is usually a part of an entire news program that tells and foretells weather conditions on a specific area. On the other hand, an internet-based program is informative and can be accessed through the website, while a movie trailer is a short clip from a film. Lastly, a documentary is a research-based reporting that deals with a specific topic and format. To find out whether you really understood your previous lesson, let us check your activity. So kindly get the copy of your learning activity sheet and open it on page 11. That's right! As you notice, your activity is sharing what you know, what you want to know, and what you learn using the KWL chart. Congratulations because you did a great job in this activity. Having filled out all the columns with the correct information, most of you got the correct answer. Very good! Keep it up! And to those who did not meet the cut, there's always a room for improvement. Alright, everyone, please settle down and listen attentively because we will be having another quiz after the discussion.
Area 5. Follow designated entrance and exit areas. Reminders 1. Do not bring children. 2. Bring your identification cards. 3. Only 19 and above will be considered as a guardian. 4. Authorization letters are required when the parent is not available.
Your teacher broadcaster, Ma'am Abigail A. Alange, is back for the new lesson today. The use of passive and active voice meaningfully in varied contexts from the Grade 7 Learning Activity Sheets, Most Essential Learning Competency, number 3, page 20. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to identify, classify, and use the active and passive voice meaningfully in varied contexts. Let us start. The relationship of the subject to the verb in a sentence is called voice. It is very important to know the voice of a sentence to meet the ultimate goal of the speaker or writer, which is to be understood. Being clear and precise with what we are saying or writing is essential so the readers or listeners can understand our intent. There are two kinds of voice, active and passive. A sentence is written in the active voice if the subject is doing the action of the verb. For example, Miss Ania delivered the Xerox machine. In this sentence, what is the action of the verb? Correct! The action is delivered. What about the subject in that sentence? Exactly, the subject is Miss Ania. Now, is Miss Ania being the subject doing the action which is delivered? Very good. Therefore, the sentence Miss Ania delivered the Xerox machine is in the active voice. Take note that active voice is straightforward and clear. It focuses on the subject doing the action. On the other hand, a sentence is written on its passive voice if the subject receives the action. For example, the Xerox machine was delivered by Miss Ania. In this sentence, the subject is what? Good! The subject is the Xerox machine. What about the action? Still delivered, right? Now, what is being delivered by Miss Ania? Precisely! The Xerox machine is the thing being delivered by Miss Ania. Hence, the subject, the Xerox machine, receives the action delivered. In conclusion, the sentence, the Xerox machine was delivered by Miss Ania, is in the passive voice. Can you see now the difference of the two voices? Well, I really hope so. In terms of transposing an active voice to passive voice or vice versa, take time to listen to this. Sentence using active voice follows this format: subject plus verb plus direct object. For example, Miss Ania delivered the Xerox machine. The subject in the sentence is Miss Ania. The verb is delivered. And what did she deliver? It is the Xerox machine, which is the direct object. Always remember that direct object answers the question what or who. On the other hand, passive voice follows this sentence pattern: direct object plus linking verb or auxiliary verb plus past participle plus by plus the subject. Using the same sentence, let us all try to make it in a passive voice. We said a while back that the direct object from the sentence is the Xerox machine. Next, take a glimpse on its verb delivered. What is the tense of the verb? Yes, you are right. It is past simple tense. So, we have now the sentence, the Xerox machine was delivered by Miss Ania. Challenging, right? But then, I know you can do it. Be reminded that in changing the voice of a sentence, it is very important to consider the tense of the verb as seen on the chart at page 20. Let's give emphasis on the commonly used tenses: present simple, past simple, and future simple. In transposing a sentence using present simple tense and in active voice to passive voice, just follow this format: direct object plus the present linking verb either is or are, plus past participle of the verb, plus by, plus the subject. Next, in transposing a sentence using past simple tense and inactive voice to passive voice, just follow this format. Direct object plus the past linking verb, either was or were, plus past participle of the verb, plus by, plus the subject. Lastly, in transposing a sentence using future simple tense and inactive voice to passive voice, just follow this format. Direct object plus the future auxiliary verb like will or shall, plus be, plus past participle of the verb, plus by, plus the subject. For more information, you can visit the source English Grammar Here 2020. Alright, I'm hoping that the topic is now clear to you, my dear students. Just always remember, in identifying the voice of a sentence, you should know the relationship of the subject to the verb in a sentence. If the subject is doing the action of the verb, then it is in the active voice. On the other hand, if the subject receives the action, then it is in the passive voice. In terms of changing active to passive voice or vice versa, take a look on its tense in order to make sure that whenever you use these voices in a sentence, it will be done correctly and meaningfully.
Coronavirus is most likely to spread from person to person when we come into close contact with one another. We can all help stop the spread by keeping our distance. This means do not shake hands or exchange physical greetings, and wherever possible, stay at least 1.5 metres away from others. It's also really important to practice good hygiene, especially after being in public places. Together, we can help stop the spread and stay healthy.
For your activity, listen to the directions. Using the table in your activity sheets located on page 24, write 5 sentences in the active voice and 5 sentences in the passive voice. Be guided with the rubrics on page 24. I'll be giving you 3 minutes and 35 seconds to answer. We name this activity as Try and Write. Good luck! Are you done? Wow, very good. Do you want more? Let us have another one. Have you ever received an unexpected present with or without an occasion? What about a suspicious box? If yes, for sure, you can relate on the story we are about to read. But before reading, I want you to listen to this story and think of that unforgettable and memorable surprise you have ever experienced. I know you are very excited to listen to the story. So let's start by turning the page of your learning activity sheet to page 23. Do not just listen and read with me through your eyes, but also find for the active and passive voice in the text and write them in the corresponding column in the table provided. Let us begin reading. Suspicious Box by Cherry C. Navarro and Ivy Jane M. Falguera. Last Friday, it was around 12:30 in the afternoon when a suspicious box was found by Miss Mendez on her table. The suspicious box wasn't opened by the teacher at that moment because she was afraid to see what's inside and who gave it because it doesn't even have a short note. The box was wrapped in a red silk paper, a little bit heavy, having a yellow ribbon and tied properly. The box was taken to the faculty room by Miss Mendez and showed it to her co-teachers. When they are about to open the box, loud and big voices were heard outside the faculty room and greeted her, "Happy birthday, Miss Mendez!" When she took a look around, it was her students in the 7th grade. They brought balloons, flowers, and cake for her birthday. In great surprise, she gladly embraced them. She cried tears of joy when they sang "Happy Birthday." When she opened her gift, she saw her photo turned into a sketch and kept in a shimmering frame. A series of messages too were written by her thoughtful students. Meanwhile, as she randomly reads the messages, one of her bright students in class, Pio, the guitarist, started to play his instrument while the rest of his classmates started to sing a song. Not just a song, but it was their teacher's favorite song entitled "A Smile in Your Heart." It is a song sung by his favorite singer of all time. Absolutely, having those ideas and plans tickled the bones of their advisor, for it all worked out. As they finished the song, Miss Mendez blew her cake, made a wish, and thanked everyone for the surprise they had prepared. In the end, a meaningful message was delivered by her for her wonderful birthday surprise. According to Miss Mendez, it was her most remarkable birthday celebration with unforgettable people. I hope you understand the passage. Now, it's your turn to do the task. Good luck! We are almost done with our lesson. It is just easy, right? It will always be a yes if you listen very well. Make sure also that you already answered all the items and reviewed your answers before passing them so that you will be getting a high score. Until the next episode, my dear students, I am your teacher broadcaster, Ma'am Abigail A. Alange from Patol National High School for School on Air in Grade 7 English. Until next time, friendly reminder, please study well for your next lesson. Goodbye, everyone.
Promoting education for today's generation. In the road of educating young minds, no learner will be left behind. So come and tune into Radio Escuela.